Mm. Mm. Well. Look who it is. Well, look who it is today. Mm. Popcorn is good. International Beaver Day. I don't give a damn. International Beaver Day. It's International Beaver Day. International Beaver Day, baby. My goodness. It's International Beaver Day. Up, Fuego. Mm. Today is a day. Another day. Here in the world. We are going to study. Study. And we're going to... Oh, I thought that was... Okay, good. That's not the other file. This is the dashboard. We are going to do that. And I'm going to find another sock to put on. I don't know if y'all know this, but I got to have socks. Sorry, we're not able to save your video. What does that mean? Oops, something went wrong. Yeah. Something went wrong. I think everything is alright. Y'all can still see me, huh? Too far from the sidewalk because of you. Uh-oh, another scammer in my inbox. Creator of Flipture? Romania. 3D flipbook. Oh shit. I am destroying this popcorn. Y'all look at this. She said, after 4 years of computer science engineering, I'm thrilled to announce completion of my first website. Oh wow. So I'm gonna eat this popcorn in front of y'all, and then we're gonna start. That's how we're gonna start this stream off. Um, oh wow. Popcorn. Yeah, buddy. Mm. Yes, it is. The first is popcorn time. What's up, Bear? Popcorn is popcorn. Last night, I created my first table in Superbase. Jesus loves. What's up? This is the pre-stream. I'm eating popcorn, and I'm about to start my big portfolio project so that somebody can hire me, hopefully. Yes, sir. Best popcorn NA. Do people still say that? Working on my portfolio project. Inspiring T-Man 6579. Thank you. Y'all should like and subscribe if y'all inspired. There's remodeling going on behind me. King Dynasty. People telling you no. Our shit. It's already starting. It's already starting. Working on my portfolio project. All right. Corn. I got popcorn. Oh, that's cool. Antonio Banderas. I'm glad you've been enjoying Frontend Masters. What's up? Man, we was just talking about you, Mr. Code and Phase. We was just talking about you, Joe. Joe, you know, we was just saying it was me. I have Rohi is in here. Rohi, he's a software engineer, and we were just talking about like how every time we watch you, we're like, oh my god, you're such a good salesman because you're going to convince us to become Shopify developer. The temptation is strong. The temptation is strong. Still grinding. Yes, sir. I'm surprised you came up in here this early. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm surprised I popped up on your feed. I'm dedicated, man. I'm trying to be like you when I grow. I'm trying to have a house and the kids to feed and the things and the. Did you do some interviews so far? No, I got some bullshit. I got some bullshit so far. All the interviews I've had in the last year have told me that I was overqualified for the position. This is outside of web development too. Just letting you know. So today we'll be working on our first big portfolio project. Some of y'all don't know. Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy as hell. So what we working on today? I've been building a document intelligence platform and made my first sale this morning. We up 80. How did you make it? Document intelligence platform. How did you make it? If you were overqualified, they should be happy to hire you. I don't know, man. But some of y'all wondering what we're building today. We have started on our granddaddy project, as some of you may know. Yeah, people will tell you everything. Lie to your face. Lie to your face. Slap you in it. So as y'all know, we've started on the Granddaddy portfolio project, and since Joe is here, I have to be on my best behavior. Roja's gonna be mad when he see that you came in here, Joe, and he wasn't here. But Roja's at work right now, and he's training like 3 juniors. So let me do my spiel since Joe is here. pull up my tie, straighten up my tie and shit. So we doing the Granddaddy project, and the Granddaddy project is essentially if you are an apartment manager, right? I used to be a leasing consultant. You're an apartment manager, and you are yeah. What's up, Shishamaru? Yeah, Joe comes up in here randomly, just like I think the last time he was in here was like a month and a half ago. So you low key sound like Cleveland from Family Guy. You see, that's why Mike Tyson said, you know, people be saying wild shit on the internet because they forget what it feels like to get punched in the damn mouth. Here supporting while answering emails. So we're doing I'm working on my Granddaddy project, which is gonna be, imagine you're an apartment manager, and I'm telling you, the butcher. Listen, hear me, hear me. Hold on, I gotta turn on monetization. I'm too broke to not have it on. Now you good. Okay, so this is what we working on. We working on the Granddaddy project. The Granddaddy project is a project where imagine you are an apartment manager. Dang, it's not able to turn on monetization. Oh Lord, I hope I didn't get in trouble with YouTube's. So, okay, my bad. So the Granddaddy application. Imagine you're an apartment manager and you are handling an apartment with multiple units and shit, right? And when you log in, when you need a platform that's going to help you manage that, right? So essentially you go in, you handle payments, you handle leases, you handle work orders, you handle assigning work orders, you handle units and tenants and assigning tenants to units and handling all of that shit. That's what this is gonna be about. And so we're just in the basic phases of it. Let me go to my YouTube right quick. So basically it's a program, it's a little web app where apartment managers do their thing. My question for the software to be released as a product, would it need to be hosted onto something? Here's the thing, it's a portfolio project. It's not a big, it's just to show people that I can do shit, okay? All right. So, but I am using Supabase. Hopefully that answers your question. I'm using Supabase. I just learned Supabase a little bit. I made a table. I made a query last night. Okay, I did the thing. So, thank you, Shishomaru. Can't wait to see the Granddaddy project full-fledged. Also, coding phase. Huge fan. Used to watch your stuff when I started coding back in 2018. Yes, sir. There was another dude from coding phase, Lawrence. I saw Lawrence on some X broadcast, Twitter broadcast thing with a whole bunch of people. People love Supabase, but it's just Postgres wrapper, right? I think so. I don't know, but it made it easier. On the topic of database, have you tried playing with Prisma? No. I'm just trying to get something up and running so I can show people stuff. Dude, if you need a place to host your project, I got you. I got a server and a domain. Oh shit. I just run a Postgres Docker. That's kind of above my head right now. I think right now, no. Supabase is a backend as a service. I guess the other thing that's similar to it would be Firebase. No, Django's, yeah. So hold on, let me check something right quick. Something going on in the YouTubes. Do. This project sounds good. I think it's good. It's something I've been planning out for a while. So what we were doing yesterday was just like, there's a lot of, we getting the bathroom remodel behind me. That will be very easy as well, but he might not be at that level yet to be thinking about that. Granted, it's just a command, but still, my knowledge on these things are a bit scattered. Yeah, I'm not there yet. We gonna get there, but not right now. Hold up, before we start, let me go into my all right, hold on. Let me sweet. Okay, YouTube Studio, then we're gonna get started. Okay, that's weird. Hold on, let me do it in here then. All right, I think we good now. What app am I using for note taking? I'm using Obsidian. This is all Obsidian. So I was like, I was thinking about, and yesterday I realized some stuff while I was doing the back end. I was like, man, this is black on crack. I don't do drugs either. Only drugs I do is antidepressants. Obsidian is nice. Obsidian is nice. So, yeah, I was writing out some of the things that I needed, that I might need. Like, so then I didn't, you know, have you tried Linux, Maximos the Gamer? Nah, but I've tried Windows and it works just fine, man. So I didn't, okay, so here's the thing. This is kind of exploration. I'm learning things as I go with this project because number one, I don't have a design and I don't think I'm going to get all up into that. I know that this is going to be the home and I want this to be a snapshot for, so I just set up a grid, right? So I was doing grid stuff. So I just set up a grid and I know when the apartment manager logs in, they're going to look at some stuff. They're going to get some snapshots. So I got to think about some of the stuff because I want to put data up in here to see what it looks like. Then this is going to be like, I need to change this because that's ugly. Because this is going to be like where they search for units, right? Where do you get project ideas? What you mean? This is my idea. I came up with this. So let me see. This is dashboard units. This is grid column on row span 2. No, we don't need the row span 2 on that. We can just do 1 row span. All right. So this is going to be the search bar. The same for this one, search for work orders. And then this is just probably going to be a search for tenants or something. I thought about this because I was a leasing consultant for 5 years, and I was like, well, you got to think like everybody's doing the same. They since I started this journey, people kept saying, oh, you got to make something you're interested in. You got to make something you're interested in. You got to do it. And so I was like, okay. Let me see. Let me go ahead and start. We're gonna start our session, and we are starting. We're starting now. Okay, so all right. So today I want to look up some more inspiration. I think that that's an important part of this because, like, for example, I got some stuff. Man. See, I took inspiration, layout inspiration. I think that's an important thing, especially when I don't know how the design is supposed to look. Oh, I did realize something though. Hold on. That this is tacky as hell. Man uses Opera. I use all, look at it. Look at the bottom. I got Firefox, Opera, and Chrome open. I'm in the future. You need to get on my browser level. Y'all know me. You don't know me, Sue. All right, so I think I'm gonna expand these out because I feel like usually when you working with dashboards, you want to see some words. Hold on, let me show y'all what I'm thinking about. You see, like this one, you see it'll have the icon and then that. I think that's how it should be. I think that's better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the dashboard home. No, it's called dashboard. What's my inspiration? No, I collected a whole bunch of inspiration, and I have some stuff on some other websites that I've saved. So I just don't look at one. I look at a whole bunch of stuff that these are all like, maybe I like the design. I like how the design of this looks. So it kind of influenced this over here. So I just try to take stuff from different places. I mean, there's no point in reinventing the wheel. This shit has already been done before. Actually, you know what? I could make this a little bit smaller and make this bigger. And honestly, I like this. Hold on, let me see something. So this is blue. Color coding this was the right move. And this could be, this is column row span. Why do you want to be a web dev? You can go to my day 0 video. It explains all that. It's like a 30-minute video all about that. All right. So I did realize that this is ugly as hell. So what I'm gonna do, number one, this needs to. This is ugly as hell. So how am I gonna do this? This is the navigation. Let me start by putting the background on it. And let me start by, the navigation is on row start 2. I don't understand it. Let's see. Oh, and that broke everything. Okay, I see why that's like that. But I need it to be column span 2. That's not what I was thinking was gonna happen. Let me see something. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to divide this grid up a little bit more. Since this part is already divided, this bigger part is gonna have to be divided too. And yeah. I code every day, but I don't have a set time, because if I had a set time, this would never get done. So, should I even worry about this right now? Yeah, why not? Okay, so we got grid columns and we got 2 columns. We got 2 rows. Oh, am I in the right place? Yeah. So there should be outlet somewhere. Yeah, this is outlet. So we got 1 and 2. So maybe if I just gave this some more space, like that. I don't know how I feel about that. Each one is justify. We do justify start. Shoot. and then maybe what it is. When you hover over the logos, maybe have a thicker nav bar that shows names of each tag. I think when you hover over the logos, the icons, have a thicker nav bar. I don't know if you just got here, but this is what I'm trying to do. It's probably gonna look like this right here. Alright, so these icons all need to be a little bit smaller. Maybe like 20. Oh no. Yeah, I think that's about right. And then I think they need more. Hold on, why didn't that move? Man, don't start pissing me off, man. See, that one's slightly off, but why? I have no idea. Oh, I'm forgetting. Okay. Right. Somewhat satisfied with that. Maybe I should just make this whole nav. Let me see. I want to say you inspired me to go back and rehash the fundamentals. And while I don't think I can make anything just yet, I do think I have a better grasp on basics now. Oh, I'm glad, man. The basics. I'm thinking, yeah, let me just go ahead and do like a DG grade, like right there. Rounded. We doing rounded 3XL everywhere. All right. Let's do a PY. Oh. I don't even know if I want to do that. If I do a PY4, it kind of offsets that a little bit too much. And we could do this right here. Nah, I don't like that. I like that. And I'm thinking if I do PY2. Oh. That don't work. Let me just put some words in them right quick. Let me go like, should probably wrap the whole thing. I'm gonna think about it. Let's go ahead and do, we already got flex. So let's do like a gap of 4 or something like that. And then we gonna come over here, like call this building. Is it good? Should I watch it? um oh, whatever. Man, if you don't act right, there's no, you know, whatever. Censored. Is that censored? Does that look censored? That don't look censored, really. I think that's all right. We're gonna do this for now. Then we go. Hold on. Link. Oh. So that's home, and then this one is units, home, units. Hold on, did I do something? Did I put that in the right place? Yeah. So this one should be units. Payments, and work orders. And I think, let me see something. I'm constantly looking back at my inspiration. Now, mind you, I'm just doing some visual stuff now because as day passes, I'm gonna make it look better. But then we're gonna go into the data side because I think I want to like seed a database and then start calling shit. I was also thinking there needs to be some type of navigation. Like when you go to the home, maybe there needs to be something right here. I don't know if y'all see like right here, how they have this thing right there. And let me look at these dashboards. Yeah, usually on the dashboards, everything is the same color. So why don't I, on hover, we do that, and then we say cursor pointer. All right, I think that's okay. But I do think that maybe that's the navigation. Yeah. Equal file for it. Does that look okay? Yeah, I'm okay with that. I do want to add a transition, all this stuff. Look good to y'all. It look alright. Rounded. Man, now why is this doing this at the bottom? I see that. Oh, is that okay? When I zoom out, it doesn't want to act right, but when I zoom in, it's curved. Whatever. Is it doing that? It's doing that for this one too. Okay, whatever. I know the grid doesn't show when I zoom out sometimes too, so here with me in these troubling times. Okay, then when we click this needs to be profile. It's an apartment manager dashboard, apartment manager, apartment management app. All right, so we got that. I think that's good for now. And then I need to think about some stuff that apartment manager would need to see when they first log in. Like, what stuff would you need to see? Let me look up some dashboard stuff. I think I already wrote it down in Obsidian. What are some of the things they need to see? Work orders, vacant units. What do I need to show somebody? I should take this one piece at a time. Let me think. Hmm. All right. Let's see what that'll look like. I feel like I could put all the units right here. Y'all know how in GitHub, and I think I actually, how in GitHub, they got this thing right here. Yeah, buddy. I want to make this, but for actual apartment units. So, see what that would look like. What is the property management desk for it? There's a whole bunch of them. I'm not the only one who was thinking of this. Okay, I think I can do that. So let's say for the sake of... You still hopeful about getting a job in IT? No. I'm not hopeful. I'm just doing... I don't know. Yes, man. We all trying to... Joe is here. He might could... The dude, the guy who runs Coding Phase, you might want to check out Coding Phase. BG Blue. So what I'm thinking is that, number one, let's do a PX of 4 all around this blue part. I want to divide this into about, let's say, 3 or 4 buildings or something like that. Oh, you know, that would be... Huh. I could... Oh, I never even thought about that. I just had an idea. Hold on. Like, it can show like a graph. Like, it can show like a graph like this. But... Instead of... You see how they have all these squares? Hold on, let me... Instead of the squares, it'll have, it'll be green for the apartments that are paid, like black for the, or gray out for the apartments that are vacant or whatever. It'll be color coded, so you can, so that the apartment manager can see stuff at a glance. That would be nice. So let's see how to do this. How am I gonna do this? Let's say we have 4 buildings on this property. This property has 4 buildings. This property has 4 buildings. And let's say each one has 24 units. Let's go with 16. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'll divide this up into, I'll say that this is a grid. This is the grid rows are 4. And then we will create 4. All right, let's make a gap of 4. Gap of 4. That like that. And why don't we actually make this 5? So we'll make this 5. We'll add a div up here. Okay. And then that will be like the information. This will be like information. We'll make it rounded 3XL since that seems to be what we're doing. Let me think. Let me do 4 and let me take this one off. And let's do auto 1FR, 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 ooh, or maybe even 2. That's crazy. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's somewhat better. So we'll have 3, right? And then if we go inside these red ones, we'll say it is grid, column 2. Do right here. So I'm gonna say P4, and we're gonna have 2 divs. Ooh, can't do a gap. We can't do a gap. Hold up. Gap is in the wrong place. Hold on, I thought I did columns. But they should be side by side. going on with that? They need to be... Nah. We can do grid. Oh. Silly. Yeah. I would say that's the result of my designing background. I used to want to do UI UX. Alright. So that blue is on that red is messing with my eyes. I can't have it. I don't think I can do red either. Maybe we can do orange. Shit. I gotta figure this out. I can't be looking at stupid stuff. I don't think it's nice to put green next to red, but that's even more glaring. But whatever, that's what we're gonna... Maybe purple. Yeah. Oh, that's horrible. Damn. Can I figure it? And not... I'm messing myself up right now. What's up, Maximus? Okay, so then... I want this to be... Can we say 1FR and then auto? Actually, no, I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm gonna say, isn't it repeat 1FR 12 times? I was in there working. these need to be bigger. What do I think about database? It's cool. I haven't got into it as much as I need to. So no. It's 16, so it's 8 on 8. It'd be 2 rows. Yeah, here we go. It don't even, yeah, this defaults it to nothing. And then I remember that. Because then we got I. I is just. Oh, key. Okay. I is the index. Okay. Let me think. So it would be, what is it? Array dot from, we would have the length Let's say the length is. Let me see what we're doing here. What's up now? It's going good. How are you? What up? Oh no. Oh, we passed the time. So if I got 2 rows, 8 on each, then I want 16 of them things. Will it auto do it? Will it? Oh, rear rows auto. And then I want 16. And then I think right here we don't set this to anything, but we set the index to something. And then we say, then we can return div. That's how we do it. Return div, I think. Be used. Where that from? You put the length, you put a comma, yes. This is initialized to nothing, then we have the index. This say key is I, and in this div we're going to make it, put an X there. We can give it a class name of BG. And then this could be each unit that's in the apartment. Okay. And then as we hover over the units, it'll give us information. Okay, take a break. man. Where you been at? Oh shit. What happened? You alright? You said that. Oh, you talking. Oh my god. I was wondering where you been at. I didn't want to bother you because I was like, I know how people fall in and out of learning stuff, and so I was like, man, let me just let them. Plus, you got a busy life. Hey, I didn't know you were in the hospital. How's the recovery going? Good day, TDG. I did not know, man. What are you doing now? You just like chilling? Like how many? It's been a few. Did you just have it? Like how long you think the recovery's gonna be? Oh my god. You said you're eating baby food. Hmm. Is it hard to talk? Oh. Let me see if I can get something to snack on because I'm having energy issues. I'll be right back. Oh. cut the stream short. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna come back later tonight when I got more energy.